I am half Haitian, half Guyanese, but my culinary influence is very much on the Haitian side because I grew up with my Haitian grandmother who would make me all kinds of like Haitian fusion foods. She has been here, she's been in the US since she was 16, so everything she makes is Haitian-ish. It's not like, it's not like, you know, like 100% Haitian. And also she's just someone who like uses what she has. So if it's, you know, if it's a Haitian ingredient, she's gonna use it. If it's a American ingredient, she's gonna use it and make it however she knows, you know, and that's how I grew up cooking. Like just cooking with what you have, cooking with what you know, and that's it.
Jasmyn is originally from Queens and now lives in Los Angeles. But no matter where in the world she is, the kitchen is the place where she connects to her Haitian roots. Cooking with her is like cooking with a painted portrait of a meal hung at the Louvre. You feel each movement as if it were a stroke of a paintbrush. Whether she's grating malanga or flattening a plantain with a wooden spoon, her lineage speaks through her. She creates with intention.
Today we are making akra, and we are also making some fried plantains to go with it. And together you have like a fried platter, and in Haiti they usually call it fritai. Haiti was the first Black Republic in 1804. January 1st, 1804 is when they won against the French. And that was unheard of, especially for a colonized peoples or enslaved peoples to able to conquer a power, a superpower. And they've been paying for it ever since, pretty much. The culture has been manipulated. The people have been manipulated. The country has been manipulated. And my grandmother came here 16 years old, escaping a dictator because the US allowed this dictator to continue to be in power. I could not fathom that. You know, that's never been my life. And knowing those things, it just makes me understand how much my identity is a revolution in itself. Because she might not have escaped that. And her life could have looked very differently. And so it's like, through food, I'm reminded of these things. It's like these recipes, and it's not even about authenticity, it's more so just about taste and lineage. Like these recipes have gone through those tests of time. And they reached her, which has reached me. And to know that those bits of history have made it through with her, with my great-grandmother, with my grandmother, and on to me, it's like I kind of feel like I have to carry it on. It's like the baton has been passed to me. This is my revolution through food. This is how I hold on to the identity that someone has tried to erase. And so for me to just take something as simple as the food that has nourished her, or the food that has made her happy, or the food that has been a part of my culture, I think that's where my Haitian identity lies. Because I'm not Haitian by birth, like I wasn't born there. I am American because I was born here and I've lived here. But Haiti is in my spirit, you know? That revolution in me, that need to stay close to my ancestors, to my soul, to my spirit, that's in me, and this is where it comes out. See, this one I failed a little. But you know what? That just shows you we gotta humble ourselves.
You're right. Cooking. Moment of truth.
Okay, so we have the akra, and we have twice fried plantains, semi-sweet, and we have pickles. And so in any Haitian household, you will very likely find pickles just sitting on the table. And it's a spicy pickled cabbage with carrots, onion, shallots, garlic, and usually they'll have like, just like the épices, they'll have like a big jar of it just like at home. And it's perfect for anything fried. You eat it with everything.
It reminds me of a kimchi or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Like very similar like concept, and also just similar purpose. Like it's always there to have with, with the food that you're eating. Like, so yes, very similar.
Amazing. So where do I begin?
Go for whichever calls to you. I'm gonna go for some akra because this is my favorite.
This is the truth that I've never had before.
I just do a little like this.
Oh, you put it on there? I messed up.
You gotta get it in there.
It's also in the mouth, so I know. Oh my god. What?
It's good.
So, I really want to pick your brain more about as you stuff your face, because I love catching people at the right moment. I'd love to talk more about just the art of eating, the mindfulness of it all.
It's happening right now. It's happening right now. It's spicy about that.
I got me.
For me, food is, it's not something that you're just putting into your body just for nourishment, but it's an all-encompassing experience, right? So it's like, granted, this is fried food. Do you want to eat this every day? Probably not. Maybe not be the best idea, but is it something that you enjoy and does it make you happy when you're eating it? Yes, and that's a part of self-care, and that's a part of health too. I think cooking and creating recipes and also following recipes, all of it is a part of a meditation and a mindfulness. Like, when I'm doing this, I'm thinking about my grandmother, I'm thinking about my culture, my heritage. I'm taking my time to grate something that's time consuming, but it's fulfilling, because I feel that I'm doing something that is a part of my culture or a part of my heritage. So all of those things are just a part of this like meditation that happens when I enter the kitchen or when I begin cooking something. In the culture we live in, there's a lot of rush. There's like a lot of like, let's have this pre-made, let's do this, let's get, boxed foods and things that are just quick and easy. And those have nostalgic moments too, and places in their own places, but I feel like there's something where you really take your time to do every step, right? Like that should have its place too. There's just something about peeling garlic and like, and slicing it, and there's something about grating malanga, and there's something about the sizzle in the fryer, and there's something about the sound of your knife hitting the cutting board. Like, all of those things trigger happy feelings for me. All of those things feel relaxing to me. It's the same as someone who runs and gets a runner's high or something. It's like everyone has their zen, their moment. Like, sometimes I'm in the kitchen and I just go on autopilot because I'm just like moving with my body, moving through like whatever feels right, my intuition, my ancestral being, like, and then all of a sudden dinner's done and I'm like, oh, okay, we got here, great, I feel wonderful, And then sometimes it's exhausting. Sometimes you're in the kitchen, you're like, gosh, this feels so exhausting. But that's with anything, right? With anything, you're gonna feel those emotions, those tugs and pulls. But that's the idea, is that you're feeling something. It's allowing yourself to feel something. And that's what cooking does for me.
And I'm so grateful to
have become your friend, because you've honestly reminded me of that. I think as someone who's still healing from eating disorders, I used to have that same feeling around food, and I think that's why I used to love being in the kitchen. It was my getaway. It was kind of like an escapist moment for me to tune into myself, and then all the joy it brings once you get to serve it to someone. But it's so easy to forget when all these other layers of life start coming in, and you start to get blurred to the real beauty of the simplicity of something. And I think ever since we became friends and would talk about it at, when we worked together at a food media studio, it opened me back up to the pleasure of the creation of it all, which is such a feminine thing. It's very much the gestation, the creating something to share, and it's beautiful. It's really, and I can't wait to see all you create in this space.
And that's like, so like, I mean, I have like I've called it now my creative hub, which is like Indigo Kitchen, like Food Diplomat is like that for you in a way. And so Indigo Kitchen is just like indigo, it being the third chakra, the third eye chakra. And that speaks to your intuition. And that's where I kind of place all of my food and like art and creative energy, is like in that creative hub that I have is Indigo Kitchen. And so that's, for a long time I'm trying to figure out like, what is Indigo Kitchen? Like, what does that mean to me? Like, is this going to be a business? Is this going to be, just an Instagram? Is it going to be a blog? Is it going to be this? And then I realized that my life is that. Like, Indigo Kitchen is just that name for the creative hub that I have built for myself, which is the space, my dome, my den, my zen space, like, and just allowing all the creativity that comes from that to just enter the world when it's ready to,
Oh, thank you so much, Jasmyn.
Thank you.
This is so good.
Go for this.
I think your little wand, which some might call that wooden spatula that smashed these plantains, is gonna do a lot of good in the world.
Yeah.
I do feel like this is the space in food that's really missing, and we talk so much about how food can bring us together, but I think that there's so many layers to that, which can be good and bad. And I think one of the parts that's missing to connect that all together is the intention behind it within ourselves that comes out.
Intention.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Of course. Cheers.